Greetings, mortals. Jared Petty here for IGN, and we're looking at the Little Big Planet 3 beta. That's right, Little Big Planet 3 is in beta now, and all of what you're going to see here is footage from that, mostly from user-created levels made by community members. We're seeing right here is one of those, as Sackboy hops over pinballs inside this dangerous machine. We're also going to take a quick look here at a few of the new features of the Create mode. Now, I love creating things in Little Big Planet, and in game creation programs in general, and there's just a huge new arsenal of tools available to the intrepid developer. One of the ones I've enjoyed the most are the bendy rails, which give you the ability to move things through the air. These can be visible or invisible. They can be shaped, moved across the 3D field of view. More on that in a moment. And they make flying effects and enemy tracking and just all kinds of things much easier than they used to be. I really had fun. We're going to have Sackboy put one here. Now, looking right here at the area Sackboy's working in, look at that depth of field. The old Little Big Planet could only handle about 3 layers. But, oh, look, we made it all shiny. But looking behind the track that we have here, we now have 16 layers of depth to work with. And that allows for a lot more and a lot easier 3D effects than we had before. We're going to put a little hook hat on him here. Now, we're not going to bother to set up the physics quite right yet, but you get the idea. He's going to hook on there, and when things work, he slides along that like a roller coaster. We'll see an example of that in action here in a moment. But depth of field, new bendy tools. We've also got new tools for making mission and objectives much easier to do. All kinds of new things to play around with in here. And I think rather than just talking about it and showing you my own ineptitude, I'm going to show you what somebody really good with this can actually do. So here's the first thing. Yep, this is a user-developed game right here, part of the beta, community-developed. This is a 3D sort of Sin and Punishment 2 style rail shooter moving down a tunnel. Look at what's happening here. That's a Little Big Planet game. I'm always just captivated by what brilliant community members are able to come up with. And this is a good example of that depth of field mechanic used. So, as I understand it, all this stuff is coming out of that 16 layers of background and flying at you. Ooh, look, a little bit of Doctor Who. Bump, bump, bada bump, bump, bada bump, bump, bada bump, bump, ooh. Yep, so all these things are coming out of that, coming right at you here. Then we look at this. Now, you're going to, like I said, this is beta, and all of these are in early development. Another user-created level. But almost a Super Mario 64 style aesthetic here, an immersive 3D world that you're able to go backward and forward in. That depth back there, all those things you see, those you can reach those. You can get back there to them. We'll show it off here in a second. Swimming effects, new climbing mechanics. Oh, well, let's see if we can show that there. Yeah, climbing mechanics have been added. Oh, there's a little goblin guy. We move up here and see how far back things go. And we're going to be able to make true 3D platformers in Little Big Planet 3 without a hassle, which is exciting. Oh, there's one of those rail tools we were talking about. So here it is in one of its more overt uses. Yep, just swing and slide, and there it is coming out of the background into the foreground of the level. We hop down there. So already we've seen a 3D sort of Star Foxy rail shooter. We've seen a 3D Mario type world. Now look at this pinball machine that another user developed. These are all done with the tools that were available to me. The difference is one, these people spent dozens of hours on this, and two, they're a lot better than I am. But yeah, look at this pinball rig. Love the thematics here. I love just the attention to detail in the lighting and some of the tools here. Yeah, we got the little ghost thing tucked under there. The table has its own rules, which are programmed with logic. Little Big Planet is extremely powerful if you're willing to spend time on it. Like I said, and you should be willing to spend time on it if you've got an eye for creating things. You don't have to be a great artist. There's plenty of assets available out there to handle that. But you do have to start to get a little bit of a grasp of basic programming, which you do mostly through symbolic logic and the circuit board functions. And this guy's managed to create the complete rules of this pinball table that way. Look at even the little Batman type pow bang zams popping up when you hit certain parts of the table. It's got a tilt on it. I mean, it's just amazing what this developer has accomplished here. And this is somebody doing it for fun, which is striking. Oh, another creation. Here we have a sort of a Geo Wars-esque multi-directional top-down or shooter. I'm not playing it very well at the moment. We've got scrolling effects built in. Really cool art style. I like what he did with this. Oh, went through that gate. Shouldn't have done that. And really, I'm kind of taking unnecessary risks so I can fill the screen up with enemies and show you just how much more this is capable of supporting the old one. Here's a wish list one for me. A really well done top-down sort of a 2D top-down with a slight 3D effect to it. People have done some amazing stuff in Little Big Planet 2. There's some Legend of Zelda demo stuff, for example, from the original Legend of Zelda. But the ability to more easily do these kinds of top-down levels is intrinsically supported by the engine. And again, you'll see some clipping through things. This is all still in beta, and the person's still developing the level. But exciting to be able to create this kind of top-down adventure games that I've enjoyed my entire life. And if I was going to do something myself on here, spend a lot of time on it, this might be the direction that I ultimately go. So that's just a few examples. There's a lot more you can do. And guys, what do you plan on creating in Little Big Planet? Whatever it may be, let us know in the comments. And for more Little Big Planet, keep it locked to IGN.